Hello, this is Anna Botti, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I will show you how to shape a loaf using the Botti method. If you want to bake this bread with me, join my free open lesson, the link is below the video. As a gift you'll receive a sourdough starter recipe, and the recipe of bread you'll receive during free open lesson.
Just before you pre-shape your dough, make sure it has been fermented well enough. You should see that it has risen, doubled in volume, and has lots of bubbles inside, and it's very airy and puffy. So now we will pre-shape it using a bench scraper. And what you have to do, just dust your working surface with flour, not too much. Flip over your bowl and just wait till the dough will fall down on the table. And here you can observe very nice signs of well-fermented dough. And now I'll just, using my hands, grabbing it from the bottom part where the dough doesn't stick, I'll just flip it over like this. And using my bench scraper, I'll just pre-shape it, making a nice ball. Not too tight. I don't want to destroy all the bubbles inside this dough. This is enough. And I will leave this dough to relax for about 15-20 minutes on my counter. Just before final shape, prepare your proofing basket, dust it inside with flour, so the dough won't stick to it. That would be enough, not too much, just a little bit. And then prepare the working surface, dust it a bit with flour again, not too much. Use your bench scraper, dust your hand with flour, grab the dough and just flip it over on the working surface. And then if you need to spread it, always go underneath and make a nice even level of the dough. Work very gently because your dough is very well fermented and you have to be careful with gluten and with bubbles inside. And then just grab two parts of your dough, top parts, and make this kind of package. This is another way to make a nice Botti, but more long one. And then just roll everything in, making a nice tension on the top of it and closing the seam underneath. You can also use a bench scraper to make even tighter on the top, to make more tension on the surface of your bread. Now dust your hands again, dust a little bit the surface of your loaf. Take your bench scraper, bring your dough in your hands, flip it over, and put it in the middle of your basket, just like this. So the face of your bread will be on the bottom of the basket and the seam will be on the top. And here, if you need, you can pinch the seam even more. Now you can cover your dough and it's ready for the final proof. So you can finish it at room temperature. I would say that it needs about 3 hours at room temperature from 24 to 28 degrees Celsius. And if you want, you can use a cold final proof. In this case, it needs to stay in your fridge from 12 hours to 15 hours, depending on the fridge temperature and depending on how fermented was your dough. So if you do a final proof at room temperature, we will make a poke test. to determine if the final proof is over and your loaf is ready to be baked. In case you use a fridge and you use a cold final proof, in this case you need to do a couple of experiments to find out the exact time needed for your loaf in the fridge. Otherwise, you can always use a measuring cup to determine the end of the final proof better. So if you use a strong flour, you can push the final proof till 120% or even up to the lid of your jar. If you use a weaker flour, you should wait not longer than 100%.
I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to bake this bread and get its recipe, join my free open lesson. The link is below the video. Join in and let's bake it together. See you there!